Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Murray and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of The Gift of Giving. For those of you tuning in for the first time, we focus on non-profits, 501c3s and foundations based right here in the state of Nevada. And this time I would like to welcome to the program from Joy Academy. We have the founder and the principal, Dr. Connie Stallworthy. And we have the high school lead teacher and assistant principal, Brett Bartlett. Thank you both for taking time out from Joy Academy and being with us today.
Thank you for having us. We were so excited when you reached out to us because we love talking about Joy Academy.
It's a wonderful organization and I love your shirts promoting it. So congratulations on that. So now, Connie, you were the founder, so would you like to give us a brief overview of Joy Academy and when it was founded?
Yeah, I incorporated the end of 2014. I had been with the public school systems for almost 20 years. I have 6 kids that all graduated from CCSD, and it was good for them. And I had been in the classroom as a teacher, and I saw things changing, and it concerned me. I'm always about the kids, not just my kids.
Yes.
And it was so concerning to me that I thought I need to offer something different. We need to go back to where teachers are heard and kids are seen and supported and valued. So I was out doing my morning run at the time. I'm old now, so now I just walk. But I get out before the sun rises and I'm walking along and I'm praying and I'm pondering, and what should I do? I'm going to open a school. What should I call it? Well, my mother and father raised 10 children on a teacher's salary, and my mother's initials are JOY. So it's like, I'm going to call it Joy Academy, and I'm going to do it in honor of my parents. And so by the time I got home, the goal is always to get home before the first sun ray hits my driveway. So sun rays, that's where the sun came from in the Joy. And that's where it started, because I needed to go to a place that was a joyful place of learning, not one where there was fear, where there was so much testing you didn't know what you were going to do that day because it was just testing. So life is not a test, it's a journey that should be experienced and supported. So that's where it all started.
Nice. What a beautiful story as to how it came about. And the name, your mother's initials.
Yeah.
And,
so
a tribute to your parents.
We do a lot of scavenger hunts. I love exploring and discovering things, and that tricks the kids often because it has to be all capitals because it's initials. So, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, it's a beautiful way to honor your parents too. I'm sure they're very proud. Brent, now, how did you come to hear of Joy Academy? How did you get involved?
Well, my children were going there. My youngest daughter started, and then my oldest daughter, who didn't really want to go there, saw how much fun she was having and decided she'd join her.
Learning is fun.
Yeah, it was great. And I was working currently at the time at CCSD, public school, and I didn't have a lot of extra time during the week. And one of the things that Joy Academy does is they have a family share day on Friday once a month. So my daughter kept begging me to come in, you need to take a day off and come see what I'm doing. So I came in to see the share day, and this was before COVID, but it was in 2020. And, I was talking with Connie, and, she said, I really want to get this high school going, and I hear you're a high school teacher. So I said, yes, I am, and I'm planning on leaving.
I did not want to do high school.
So I was planning on leaving the school district, and I feel kind of silly now in hindsight, but she said, well, do you know anyone who might be interested in doing this? So I was racking my brain trying to figure out who it might be. And she basically said, well, what about you? You should do it.
Look in the mirror.
I just started doing it, and I helped this COVID gave me an opportunity to get everything ready. Curriculum-wise, it was a huge undertaking to,
Yes.
start up a high school, and it's been great. It's been fantastic. But I just truly believe in what the school stands for
Sure.
and how much value it gives to the families of the students and to the students. It's
Okay.
been fabulous.
Yes.
We had started out kindergarten through sixth, and the sixth graders didn't want to leave, so I licensed kindergarten through eighth.
Uh-huh.
Then the eighth graders didn't want to leave, and I was like, I don't want to do high school, you guys. But he makes it happen,
Yes.
and it's a great transition, does life skill classes. We had high school students come in one day wanting everyone's keys to go check the oil in the cars, the tread on the tires, and
Oh boy.
they came in and reported to the teachers,
different.
you need new tires.
Okay.
But he does an amazing job of helping these kids
Yes.
be ready to be adults.
Well, you said your one daughter went to Joy Academy, and then the other one joined her. How did you hear of Joy Academy to begin with?
Well, my wife is very active. She's a great mother, and she was actively looking for a school for our daughters because she had been homeschooling her, and she realized pretty quickly that she was in fifth grade and she was kind of out of her element. She was a little bit beyond what she could handle, so she was looking for a place, and she just I believe she found the Facebook page, and there was just an open
That's-
house, and she went. They had some hot dogs and they had a barbecue at the time,
Gotta
and
have food.
Yes.
yes, and we just went, and the rest is history, I guess. as they
Yes,
say.
I guess so. So, well, you go through all the kindergarten and then the high school. How many kids do you have approximately in each class?
So we put caps on kindergarten first and second of no more than 8 students. Sometimes if there's like family, we might expand out to 10. And then when they get into third grade and up, then we need to start combining classes because of the space that we have. So then there's no more than 15 students in third and fourth, which is together. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and high school, we've hired last year another high school teacher, and these guys could go up to 24, but it would be 2 teachers and an aide. Once we start combining classes, then we try to have an aide in there. We truly want the kids to be seen and heard. Sometimes the kids wish we didn't see and hear, but
I'm sure.
we want to be there for them. We don't want them getting lost and
No.
not seen and valued. So we have had the last few years anywhere between 70 to 78 students full enrollment.
Wow.
But we started with 10 kids and a turtle. We still have the turtle. The kids, most of them had either graduated or moved
Nice.
on, but I actually had an opportunity to meet with some of these originals, and they call themselves the OGs, the originals. I had to had that explained to me, but they're proud of where they came from and the part that Joy Academy played in their education and their love of learning and engaging
Nice.
with the world.
Nice. Now, how many teachers do you have, and are you looking for more teachers?
We have eight teachers. Then we have a music teacher that's contracted to come in, so that would be 9. And our one teacher teaches art and PE.
PE.
Yeah, I started out being one of the teachers. I pulled myself out of the classroom about four-ish years
Yeah, it was about
ago
4 years
because it
ago.
was that's when our numbers were starting to get up into the 50s. And I'm finding that administrating a school and checking off all the boxes, they keep adding boxes. And it took time, and I needed to sleep sometime. So I pulled myself out after having an aide doing, I think it was first through third. So it went from primary grades, intermediate grades, like the 5th through 8th, 2 teachers, aide. We just slowly expanded over the 10
Gotcha.
years that we've been open.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Our first official day was Leap Day 2016. And that is actually in
10
the
years.
song that the kids helped write
Oh, nice.
10 years ago. There's a line in there that says, 10 kids and the turtles started all the joy. Come on by and join us, you will not be annoyed.
Oh,
The
cute.
kids helped write that.
That.
But
Nice.
yeah, I was feeding Spike this morning and getting his tank clean. So yeah, we still have Spike, and kids who graduated keep in touch with us. They
do.
come and visit.
That's nice.
We love it. It's the Joy families, the people who come, we become family.
Nice.
And the kids know that we care about them, and they report in. It's fun to hear from them.
For sure. On that note, we're going to take a brief sponsorship break. Please stay with us, folks. There's a lot more to learn about Joy Academy.
Tariffs, pandemics, rising inflation. The Joshua Dowden team is ready when volatility happens. Markets fluctuate for reasons nobody can control. Don't let the headlines drive your financial plan. The Joshua Dowden team at Priority Wealth Partners has served Summerlin retirees for 3 decades. Our 5-tier risk management strategy matches our strategies with your goals, with plans designed for your assets to be there when you need them. Conveniently located at the heart of downtown Summerlin. Call Joshua Dowden today or visit DowdenFinancialServices.com.
Welcome back, everyone, and I'd like to welcome back our guests today from Joy Academy, Dr. Connie Stolworthy and Mr. Brent Bartlett. So thank you again for taking the time out and coming in. I'd like now to talk a little bit about, on your website, it talks about your philosophies, and the Waldorf education is one of your philosophies, and Stephen R. Covey,
Covey.
8 Habits for Happy Kids. So, would you like to explain to our viewers what the Waldorf education philosophy is first, and then we'll go to Stephen Covey?
Absolutely. When Joy Academy first opened, we were considered a Montessori-ish, multi-age, and Sudbury-ish philosophies, which is hands-on.
Okay.
Kids, we would put tools in their hands. They might hit their hand with a hammer. We have lots of Band-Aids. But we had a family join us about 3 years in, and they said, "You are Waldorf." And in all of my education studies, I'd never heard of that. I've heard of all the others, and I was like, what's Waldorf? So she explained it to me, and so of course we took a field trip to the Waldorf in San Diego. And the families came, kids came, and we toured the San Diego Waldorf and watched them hands-on out in the garden, animals, and we said, we are Waldorf to a great extent, not 100%, which is why we are Waldorf inspired. It is hands-on, age-appropriate learning.
Oh, cool.
So they're not taking kindergartners and trying to make them college level graduates in that first year. They're doing age-appropriate things like young children, kinder, first, second, they are very creative and imaginative. So our curriculum is based on that type of mindset. The fairy tales, Aesop's fables, where animals talk, and they just creative play. We support creative play. We had just this last year in kindergarten, Mr. Bartlett's wife, Shara, is the kindergarten teacher. And I roam around and I see what they're doing. I join, or I'll take pictures, and the kids were sitting there. They had set up chairs and someone was obviously driving, and I said, "Where are you going? What are you driving?" And they were playing minivan, and there was someone in the back with the baby and someone there giving directions, but that was just part of their day. And we encourage that. They even do it outside at recess time.
Okay. Now, does Waldorf educational philosophy, does it apply to the high school children as well?
It does apply to the high school kids. To meet the state requirements for graduation, we have, it's a little less hands-on than I would say kindergarten. What I stress to the high school students is to be self-directed and independent. trying to prepare them for college or life, whatever it is that they're going to do. So we don't focus a lot on homework. When I was in public school, I talked to a lot of the students, and they had such an immense workload after school that they had very little time for themselves, for family. And we like to give the kids time to spend with their family and to be kids, because being an adult is going to come soon enough. I tell them adulting isn't easy. And just we set them up for, they have electives and all the core subjects, and it's very discussion based. I would say compared to public school, it's far fewer tests, like paper and pen tests. A lot of our evaluations come from conversations. We have discussions every week on their topics, and because of the small class sizes, I can easily determine what the knowledge level of a student is. I don't necessarily need to give them a test every week to find out what it is.
Okay.
I mean, of course, we do prepare them for tests and, the next step, but it's not as frequent as it would be if they were in public school.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
with the Waldorf, we aren't fully Waldorf, because a full Waldorf school, there's no technology. And a teacher will stay with the same group of kids for 8 years until they go into high school. And we didn't feel like that was the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Kids need different voices.
Sure.
And technology, we're in the 21st century. You need to learn how to use technology, but we teach them how to use it wisely. And it does not replace the teacher.
Wow.
They use it for research. They use it to type up a paper report with the older kids. It's a tool.
Well, Waldorf education might need to modify as time goes by with modern
I think
technology,
some
as you
of them
said,
are,
and they
but
kind of have to.
yeah.
So let's talk briefly about Stephen Covey's 8 Habits for Happy Kids.
Yes. So when I was first starting Joy Academy, I had heard about, and I actually helped do some training with Stephen R. Covey's. It's called The Leader in Me, TLIM. And it's about empowering the kids to make decisions. And our motto is to help the kids become self-directed, engaged learners and leaders. And Covey's Habits, which is based on his adult best-selling novel of 7 Habits for Highly Effective Leaders, the being proactive. You got to make a plan. You got to think ahead. Begin with the end in mind.
Yes.
You need to do that. And this last year, habit number 5 was seek first to understand, then to be understood. And to do that, you need to talk.
Yes.
What were you thinking when this happened? Or explain to me what your thought was, so that you can communicate. Because we find so often, we all do this, you jump to the conclusion, you react instead of being proactive, and you don't have all of the information. To get the information, to really have a good, solid response and understanding, you need to communicate the thoughts. So we use that, and there's synergizing, and kids will say that's the hardest because you have to learn how to work together.
Yes.
And as adults, what's one of the hardest things when you enter the workforce? Being part of a team and being able to work with that team. We're not all Lone Rangers.
No.
Even the Lone Ranger had Tonto, and they had to communicate. So it's about those skills that everyone needs their whole life, and especially if you want to be a successful adult.
Yes.
And we know he'd mentioned about we don't do a lot of the homework because they're very busy and engaged at school. Go home, and we do ask them to read, but only on the days they eat, sleep, or breathe. Other than that, go follow your passions. Kids are so passionate about things. We want them to do that. We've had BMX bike racers at the national level. We have hockey players. We have gymnasts. We have ballerinas. Let them go do that and not worry about, I have 5 hours of homework. No, go live your life, be with your family.
Well, and talk about that. Let's talk about your Fridays. That seems that you go out of the school and into these field trips. You have field trips. Who picks out the
do.
locations?
That's something I oversee, and we ask families, where have you been? Where has been fun places? And we've been open long enough now that we will repeat some places because they loved it so much.
Okay.
We just, this last year, we went to the lion habitat again. So that was, I think, our second, maybe third time. Great place to go. We don't need to go there every year, but the field trips are for the families. If the family with their child wants to meet us there, we do that. We don't have a bus.
Okay. So they go in their own cars?
Yes, they come in
and
their
they
cars.
meet you there.
Yeah, it's a family affair.
Okay.
We do hikes. I love hiking, but it's everyone coming and exploring the world.
Part. And now what about your summer camp? You have a summer camp. How long is that for, and where does that take place?
So it just started today. It's a 6-week Monday and Tuesday, and I have done it, other teachers, and I offer it to the teachers. Does anyone want to do a summer camp? And if they do, then I say, okay, you take care of it. We usually do the 6 weeks, 2 days a week. It's just a chance for the kids to come and play. And
absolutely.
We started today, and it was fun to go down and just peek in. There were, what do you think, 6, 7, 8 kids there?
Yes, it sounds right.
And they were spread out in 3 different rooms, just curled up somewhere with a book. And I always love seeing kids reading. It just makes me happy. So that was part of their summer camp. But then this afternoon they'll be off at a swimming pool in the neighborhood.
Now, is there a separate summer camp for the high school, or is it all the same?
I don't have any summer camp for the high school. They're pretty active and independent. A lot of them travel and go different places.
And have jobs.
And many of them work.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we want them to be engaged in becoming an adult. I had a request for, can you be my reference? Sure, you bet. You do that.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, we're going to take another sponsorship break. Please stay with us, folks. We're going to be right back.
Introducing Pacific Coast Capital, your partner in finance. We provide financing for your business. Speed, flexibility, and creativity are the foundation of our service. We'll help you navigate through change and opportunities. Our 90-plus years of experience ensures quick turnaround on loan decisions. Ride the wave to prosperity with us. Ready for new funding? Visit our website today at pacificcoastcap.com.
Welcome back, everyone, and I'd like to welcome back our guest today, Dr. Connie Stallworthy, from Principal of Joy Academy, and Brent Bartlett, High School Lead Teacher and Assistant Principal. Congratulations on that Assistant Principal job too. In this section, there's a few things that I'd like to talk about. I see you have a dress code, and you have an honor code as well. Would you like to talk about the dress code and the honor code that you have and why you have it? Who wants to talk about that?
So we are intentionally twins today. We do have shirts that we offer with the Joy logo, our fun mascot, but we just expect the kids to make choices. And one of the choices they have every day is what to wear. And we don't want to tell them what to wear every day. So they have some options that might have a Joy something on it, or we do expect them to be clean and covered. And
Okay.
basically, that's our dress code.
Yes.
Clean and covered.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty standard, you don't need to show your shoulders, shorts,
Okay.
below your fingertips. Very standard dress code for any school, honestly.
Okay.
And
And
to not wear things that are distracting. But we allow ball caps. I mean, some of our boys, you don't know what their hair looks like because they're in a ball cap every single day. And I know some schools don't allow those at all. But as long as there's nothing disrespectful or inappropriate on the ball cap or the t-shirt, it's fine.
Okay.
Because that's their personality.
well, now kindergarten game. Kids dress one way when they're kids, but when they get into their teens and start going to high school, it's sort of a ball game. They've got
It
their own
is.
Our high
ideas of-
schoolers love pajama pants.
They have a much a stronger identity, I guess, or a more
That's a
defined
good way
identity.
to put it.
Yes.
And sometimes I have to have a little conversation with them and let them know, remind them of our expectations. But it's a great opportunity to deal with that, have that interaction with them, so that
Yes.
they learn,
yes.
when you're at a workplace, you can't wear these things. And I try to treat the high school as what will become the workplace,
Sure.
so that they can be prepared for that.
Well, and know that there are expectations. And, those kids, as they get older, they like to push the line.
Yeah.
And I will just say,
Yes.
you have such a cute belly button, but we really don't want to see it.
Yes.
We're not on the beach. We're at school.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So bare midriffs are kind of frowned upon at
Yeah.
Joy Academy.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
distraction.
Sure.
I mean, to me, because then I go down this thing, is it an innie or an outie? Tell me about, I'm like, just help me. You're
Okay.
distracting me. Cover it.
Alrighty. Now, what about you have the honor code?
Yeah.
That share with us about your honor
Yeah,
code.
the honor code, it's very simple. It's basically be kind to others.
Be respectful.
Be respectful to others. Be aware of others. Be receptive to communication and instruction from your teacher. Don't be a distraction. And it's just to be kind.
We
Very
are
good.
a faith-based school, so the first thing is that we look to God in what we say and do. And we've had different faiths from all around the world, Buddhists from China, Jewish families. We love everyone, and we respect and value that everyone can have different beliefs. But whoever you look to, we want you to look to your greater being and be the best you that you can
Yeah.
be, and have values, and treat everyone the way that your higher being expects you to treat them.
With that honor and concept in mind, I know at school these days that bullying is a huge problem in schools. We keep hearing that all the time, what a severe problem it is. Would it be correct in assuming that you don't have that issue to deal with in your school because of your honor code?
Not near as much as you have in other schools, because we do have our line. And kids are learning. Kids are
Yes.
learning. And when we see or hear anything that looks like that, we
Nip it in the
have
bud.
that conversation.
Yes. Nip it
You
in the
just
bud.
said this.
In the high school specifically, believe it or not, teenagers can be dramatic sometimes. And
No.
having a small group and knowing them so well allows us to get to those situations before they fester and become more significant. It's an opportunity and I'll stop class and we'll address a situation and we'll talk about it. I try to model what it would look like in a family. We're going to discuss this. We're like a small family, and we deal with it when we figure out the appropriate way to move forward. We outline the consequences, outline the expectations, and we move on. And,
Okay.
and-
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're imperfect people, but we can all help each other do
Absolutely,
better.
no question. And one other thing, I saw on your website you have a lunch program. Now, do you have a chef on staff, or is
Wish.
it
Boy,
catered
wouldn't that be
outside?
nice?
That would be great.
So it's catered from outside,
It's-
or somebody goes and does shopping?
It has been a process. So when we first opened with those 10 kids, my sister lived in the area and she loved to cook. So she would cook and she would bring us something. That was an off-site chef. It was
Yes.
good. You missed out on that, Brent. Then we had where I took the orders, and we had Panda one day, Taco Tuesday. What was Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Pizza was Thursday.
Yeah, Jimmy
Gotcha.
John's.
Yeah, and we would have people, these different businesses that we had partnered with would bring things. That was making me crazy because I had to make those orders, had to keep track of all the money. And then we partnered with a place called Better Lunch. We went and did a field trip there. It was awesome. We got food. And they showed us their program, and now the parents sign up with Better Lunch. They have a menu that rotates through. I order from it, and it's totally out of my hands now, and Better
Gotcha.
Lunch brings it to our door, and it's magical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and then I see that you have 2 mascots. Joey the Jerboa
Yep,
and
Jerboa.
Dolly.
Yep.
That Dolly's a high school
She
mascot.
is.
She joined us last year?
2 years ago now.
2 years ago. How time flies.
Yes.
Yeah, so when we started Joy Academy, and I'm talking to the board at that time, I said, we want something original, something unique. And Joy Academy, Jaguar? No, that's used too much. And I start looking up animals that are J, and I hit Jerboa, and I was like, And I looked at it. So now kids will come to me, usually it's the middle schoolers, how come we have Jerboa as a mascot? That's not cool. I said, oh, you have so much in common. And they look at me and I say, do you live in the desert? Yeah. So does a Jerboa. Are you a mammal? Yeah. There's 2. And are you unique? Well, yeah. There, you have so much in
3.
common with the
There you
Jerboa.
go.
You 3. So we're the Jerboa. Joey the Jerboa is our mascot.
There you go. Perfect. Now, apart from fees, how do you get funded?
It's tuitions. We do
Tuitions.
have
Do you get
some
grants,
people who
government
will do
grants or anything?
donations.
Yes.
We have tried doing grants, but we are such a small niche, and it seems like education, people don't think that it needs to be funded, because isn't it already funded? Not private schools,
Sure.
not our type of school.
Yes.
I had to explain to the parents just this last year that the only money that funds what goes on here is coming from you and a few donors and me. I don't pay myself. That's not why we're here. I'm not here to get money from you for me. The money that you give us is for the staff and the building and what those needs are.
Wow.
So I didn't start Joy Academy to earn money. I started Joy Academy because I care about kids and was concerned about where I saw education going even more than 10 years ago when we started Joy Academy, because of my own children. I
Sure.
have 18 grandchildren, and everyone should always care about the kids, right?
Right.
That's what I think, but I'm finding that's not true. But that's what I think, is that we should all do everything we can for the kids. So I put my money where my mouth is, and we keep trying to find donors. My go-to is, we're looking for a Daddy Warbucks. You know what a Daddy Warbucks
Yes.
is, you know, from Annie.
From Annie.
But we
Yes,
haven't
good
found
Lord,
him
Annie.
yet, but
Well-
because I come from a family of 10 children, I know how to pull that penny a long
Stretch
way.
it. Make the
But-
Play-Doh stretch.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, why don't you give out the website, and maybe one of our viewers is a Daddy Warbucks, would love to help you out. So
That would
please
be
give
fantastic.
out your contact information to our
Yeah,
viewers.
it's www.joy, dash as in the hyphen, academy.org. And it's fun. Mr. Bartlett has taken over our website this last year, and it's a lot more fun and informative than it was. But to do donations, you can find the contact information there. We are located on Mesa Vista Way in Las Vegas, and we love providing exciting learning opportunities for children, because children are where our future is. So I think we should do everything we can to support them, and that's what we do at Joy Academy.
I'd like to thank you both for coming on here today. I think you're doing a wonderful job at Joy Academy and helping raise some very, very good kids.
They are. We
And
have
high
great
school
Yeah,
students.
they're excellent students.
Yes, that's great. Thank you for everything that you're doing and giving back
Thank
to our
you.
community.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, no, pleasure. And I'd also like to thank our show's producer and station owner, John Stiles, for hosting this program on his TV station. And I'd especially like to thank our sponsors, Priority Wealth Partners, Pacific Coast Capital, the Firelight Barn Dinner Theatre, and my late business partner, Ralph John Champion, whose legacy lives on with this program, and you'll hear his message at the end. And finally, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, for tuning in. Hope you found this program informative. And if you know of any Daddy Warbucks that Dr. Stallworthy is looking for, please share this interview with them. And if you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me, Stephen, at thegiftofgiving.vegas. And I hope you'll join us again next week. In the meantime, please stay safe, be kind to one another. Bye for now.
Mr. R.J. Champion is proud to sponsor WWDB-TV's series, The Gift of Giving, and wishes the program much success. Congratulations and gratitude to the featured guests and the organizations they represent. Our community is well served by your tireless efforts to make Nevada a better state for all its residents.